Hello everyone, welcome back to another physical media video. My name is Adam and this is probably the ultimate physical media video of all time that I've made. I did an experiment, okay, and the results are going to make you rethink physical media purchases moving forward. So, what did I do? A little experiment. For me, and it'll be different for everyone, I budget myself. Like, I love movies, but I budget myself for what I buy. I can't afford to be spending hundreds of pounds every month on movies. You know, movies are great escapism, and I love the mental holiday that you can go on. And I've seen hundreds of films, and I don't subscribe to streaming services. I'm not into that. I like to have it in my hands, put it in my player, and uninterrupted watch it. Just like you would at the cinema, uninterrupted. You know, they have done away with the intermissions in cinemas, for the most part. And so, yeah, I want to own it. Because I'll watch a film like 5 times at least to get something new from each viewing. You'll see a deeper appreciation for the film. So I don't just watch a film once and then put it back on the shelf and then never watch it again. With all the films I've got, and according to my app, I've got over 1,500. So I will watch again and again and again. But with 30 quid, it doesn't go a long way. Like, I budget myself £30 because rent, bills, and food are the most important thing over this hobby, because it is a hobby. So they need to be paid first, and once they're paid, you know, and you know, you want to treat yourself, you want to treat your loved ones, and £30 is what I can afford. But like I said, it'll be different for you guys. You might have a higher budget allowance or a lower budget allowance, depending, and that's fine. I do feel it is important to budget yourself though, because otherwise you could go crazy and end up with a full room of films that you're probably never going to watch, you know, all of them. And I limit myself, just spat on the mic, sorry. I limit myself for what I buy. Like, I have a list of films that I want to own, and I only get those. I don't get films I don't want, or I'm not going to buy, I don't want to own. I don't just get them for a collector's sake, you know. There's collections I want to own, like all of the, you know, Universal, what was it called? Collector's Edition. All the Universal Collector's Edition, I wanted to own all them. The entire catalogue. So I went and got them, and I will watch them all. But 30 quid doesn't get you very far in today's market. You got 4Ks, some of them are 80 quid. That's like saving up for 3 months to buy it. So I thought, let's do a little experiment. I'm going to buy one 4K film, and at the time I started this little experiment, this had just come out. So I bought this. It cost me £35, so the film itself was 30. Packaging, because this is from Turbine, from Germany, and I'm in the UK, so it was only a fiver to transport it to me. Did take a while to get here, though, but it cost me £35. Done. And I already do have this on DVD. Like, I didn't really need it at the end of the day. I got it because of this experiment, because I have it on DVD, and it's got all the same extras. The film is the same, and there's no like uncut version. The only difference between these two is the resolution and the audio, and that is it. The elements contained within each frame are the same. And yes, this one's been scanned at 4K. This one got scanned at 2K and have captured the same detail. The only thing is this one's sharper with the HDR and Dolby Vision or whatever they've applied to it. This one looks sharper because it's native to the resolution on my screen. But anyway, so I thought, done. 35 quid, and I will, like I said, I'll do a review comparison on these in the future. But then I thought to myself, what could I have bought for £35 had I not bought Dante's Peak? Well, let's find out. So I went out to charity shops only to spend £35 and get as much as I can. I didn't go on eBay, and I didn't go, like, anything, nothing is brand new. It's all second-hand charity shops. And in America, they're called thrift stores, you know. There's loads of them worldwide. And there's loads of them in the UK. And I'm not going to tell you where I got mine from, because I'm amazed at what I got for £35. And it's made me rethink, wow, if I'm aiming for a certain collection of films because I want these films in my possession so I can watch them whenever I want, man, it's going to take me 3 lifetimes to get the films I want on 4K. Because these are like, this 35 quid this cost me, you know. This one cost me £20 alone off eBay because I had to buy it from Canada. It's come from Canada because the American cover looks different to this, and this is what I saw in the UK. And I guess it's what they also used on the 4K. This cost me 20 quid. One DVD. 20 quid. That's still quite a lot. But anyway, charity shops. Now, before I show you, because I've got a bag down here, I've got a stack here, and I've got some stuff there, because some of it's, not all of it, is films. There's like some books and CDs as well. But before I go show you all the results of this experiment, let me just introduce to you the history for me of physical media, because it might help you understand why I got what I got and what I'm saying, because I guess I'm lucky, you know. Like, I feel sorry for people who can only buy 4K films and enjoy them. I see loads of comments on YouTube and Facebook that say, I don't buy DVDs or Blu-ray because they look shit. I only buy 4Ks. Like, you know who you are. And I feel sorry for you, because these are expensive and they're not always the best, right? It's subjective, the best. Everyone's got a different version of it, and that's okay. But these aren't the best for me. Like, I haven't seen this yet, so I can't really comment on that one particular title. But Terminator 2, guys, you know, Pirates of the Caribbean, everybody knows those are infamously bad 4Ks. But why? Because the storage capacity on that disc is higher than a Blu-ray. The audio codec is the latest, so why isn't it the best? For me, it's down to the transfer of the film. You can have the best spec disc, like 4K, Ultra HD disc, which is the best for storage, the biggest storage, you know. 3 layers, you can have, what is it, 100 gig or something. Wow. But if the transfer was not faithful to the original, if they've altered the coloring, they've added way too much DNR, then it's all for nothing, that 4K disc. If they haven't given you the extras that are available on Blu-ray and DVD, then what's the point? Why own a subpar copy of a film? You know? Oh, yeah. Because you've got a 4K player or projector, and you've got a 4K telly, and you want the best picture quality. There is another way, by the way. Like, and I'll show you some footage. This footage is not from this VHS tape, but from a VHS tape. I can enjoy VHS just as much as I can enjoy 4K, because I have equipment that helps me, basically, because VHS is low quality compared to 4K, obviously. But And there's a lot of stuff on VHS which never made it to DVD, Blu-ray, or 4K. People are nostalgic for the cassette tape. I get it. I am too. But I watch it on my 4K OLED TV, and it doesn't look as good as DVD. I will not watch a film if I have the choice on VHS, because no matter what you do to the signal, it's still too low a resolution to satisfy the size of the screen. If I have a CRT TV that is like 20 inches or something, then yes, I can enjoy VHS. I don't. So I don't. I have a Kramer scaler connected up to my system, which can scale VHS, DVD, and Laserdisc up to 1080p. It doesn't make it 1080p, by the way. It doesn't add resolution. It just scales it with algorithms to make it watchable at 1080p. It doesn't like add bits to DVDs and stuff, but it scales it perfectly to 1080p, which then my telly will take and scale that up to 4K. Again, not adding resolution, but allowing that 1080p to fill the 4K screen with algorithms to be satisfied watching it. And I do say the DVDs I can watch, and to me, they just look like Blu-rays. Honest to God, swear down, everything. And when I watch a Blu-ray, it honestly looks like a 4K. So for me, I'm not tied to just the one format. I'm not like, I'm a 4K lover, it's got to be 4K or nothing at all. I'm so glad I'm not like that, because there's so many films that are not yet available on 4K, because it's a new format at the end of the day, 4K. It's only been out 9 years. 9 years. And they have come along. They have done some really good transfers. I know this is a good transfer. They've done some really great transfers, and they added loads of more special features, even more so than the Blu-ray. But then there are some that let the whole thing down by having very bad transfers, using AI to the film, to the transfer, DNRing, you know, losing out on exclusive extras on a DVD or a Blu-ray. It's just a total mess. And the price for me is the biggest. Like, this cost £35 for the one film. The one film, 35 quid. And this is, I would say, an average price, because yeah, you can get films for 20 quid. You can get deals, 3 for 33, you know, 2 for 40, so whatever it is, you know. But 30 quid is a lot for one film. When you compare it to what I got here for 35 quid, which I'm going to get to in a second. Just, I'm warming you up to the shock of what I'm about to show you, okay? So for anybody who's watching this and you're brand new, let me just go through a little bit of a history of physical media and me, because it'll help you understand. I started buying films that I love on VHS when they first came out, you know? It's all I could afford as a teenager. I knew about Laserdisc, by the way. Like, I knew that there was a format called Laserdisc, but I couldn't afford this. This was out of my league, you know, out of my reach as a 12-year-old, you know. So, and I think it was about the age of, actually no, it was about the age of 14 that I started buying VHS tapes. And, you know, had a VHS player, and I had about 400 films on VHS. You can imagine the space it took up. But I had a CRT TV, so it was fine. I didn't have like a stereo surround and anything like that. It's just a TV with TV speakers, and this was fine. And I actually still do enjoy VHSs, believe it or not. And, you know, they weren't killed off when DVD came about either, because in like 2004, is this, or 2005, you could still buy brand new films on VHS. Star Wars Episode 3, I think it was 2004. This came out, and you know, in the UK only though. You can't buy it in America because I think the VHS had died off by this point. Like, DVD did not kill off VHS. You know, it was something else, actually. But DVDs did come out, and it was a noticeable difference over the VHS because, you know, this is digital, this is analog, and like any analog thing, there is static interference, noise that gets caught in the process of making it. And then when you play it back, you're adding another layer of noise. So the only reason VHS tapes appear to look noisy is because of this analog noise that's trapped on the tape when they make it, but also what you add when you play it back. Like, the tape inside this is magnetic tape, just like a cassette tape or reel-to-reel. It's actually a pretty good format for holding data. You could hold digital information on that. It's actually pretty good. In fact, Star Wars Episode 2 was created on the digital tapes, you know, at 1080p or whatever it was. But VHS, yeah, this was a clear improvement because it's made digitally, doesn't have analog noise. The resolution was twice that of VHS. But on my CRT TV, yeah, I could tell still, you know. So I took all my VHSs down to the local market in 1997, kissed them goodbye, sold the lot for my first DVD player, and started to rebuy again. The VHSs, brand new, were 20 quid. 15 for like an oldish film, or like, because I used to buy the widescreen version, so 20 quid. DVDs were 20 quid, like paying 20 quid a pop again for a film that I already owned on VHS, and I was stupid to sell, by the way. So replaced my entire collection again. DVDs, eh? Do you remember DVDs, guys? They never went away for me. Well, they did, actually. I'm lying. They did. I, you know, started to get tired of these when the HD Ready tellies came out. Do you remember that? HD Ready. These started showing the flaws in the HD Ready tellies, the 720p telly. And that was around 2000. That was around the same time Star Wars 3 came out. And we heard on the horizon that Sony was the savior, you know, with the Blu-ray. The PlayStation 3, we had the Blu-ray come out. And, you know, comparing it to DVD was an improvement over the quality because the resolution of this puppy was higher. And it had a bigger disc size. Like, these were like 25 gigs when they first came out. Now you can get 50 gigs. And this was 8 gig in size. So, no-brainer. You could get more uncompressed movie. You can get more uncompressed sound. And a bigger resolution definitely would look better. So, took all my DVDs down to another market, kissed them goodbye to buy my first PlayStation 3. And started to rebuy my entire collection again. On Blu-ray, which were 25 quid to £30 each when they first came out. Fucking hell, man. Right. We've got about 200 films now bought. When we hear on the horizon, another format is coming. And this is mainly because I'm now watching Blu-ray on a 4K TV. Like, not a true 4K though. Do you remember them? It was a 4K ready almost, I guess. But it had the ability for 4K, but it wasn't a true 4K. And then we got 4Ks. They come out in 2017 and bigger disc, newest, latest sound, HDR, the HD, Ultra HD. Yeah, we're going to have to replace, we're going to have to go and get these now because these are the best. But do you know what? I'm not actually replacing my Blu-rays this time. I woke up from my Matrix slumber and I went, no, I'm not getting rid of my Blu-rays. I'm going to keep my Blu-rays and I'll just continue. I'll buy 4Ks. I did this for 5 years before I again woke up from that con job. By the way, these both stem from the same master scan. So the same details are on both versions. This is sharper and has HDR. This doesn't have HDR and isn't as sharp, but they both contain the same details in the elements of the film. Now, I truly consider myself lucky in today's world, because there are people out there, and you know who you are, who go, no, I only buy 4K. I only buy 4K. It's got to be 4K or it doesn't exist. And I'm not one of them. I'm fortunate because I can still watch even this VHS tape and enjoy it just as much as I can this 4K disc. I can enjoy these both the same. In fact, I can even enjoy this laser disc just as much as the 4K. I can enjoy that DVD you saw, the Blu-ray you saw, just as much as the 4K. The reason being is because I don't just rely on my TV to give me the display. If you've got a 4K, it requires you to have a 4K player. To see the full 4K-ness, you have to have a 4K TV with HDR or Dolby Vision. Otherwise, you ain't going to see the benefit of this. It's actually going to show you a Blu-ray version. Like it won't have activated the HDR 4K-ness. Anyway. So you have to have a 4K telly. And some people only do. They only have the 4K and they have a 4K Blu-ray player and that is it. And they just stick to these. But there is another way, guys. I'm here to tell you. There is another way. That will enable you to get what I got. And be happy with it. And I'm going to show you now. I've led you on far along. We're going in deep now. And I'll tell you how at the end of this video. So here's what I got for £35. So let's just remember, this is on this side. We bought one copy of Dante's Peak for £35. Now, I want to show you these things first because they came apart of a load of stuff. So I went to 4 charity shops to get what I've got. And one charity shop gave me all this stuff here in this stack. Another charity shop gave me everything you see in this bag. And then another charity shop gave me these. And all in all, it came to £35. So I just want to go through these first, which are just some CDs and books. I got John Barry The Collection on CD. Lovely. Take That, Never Forget the Greatest Hits. The Bee Gees One Night Only and The Carpenters Only Yesterday. And I got 2 Stephen King books, Do McKee and You Like It Darker. So with that out of the way, the next things, they only cost me, actually I got them in the same stack as this, I just remembered. What I just showed you and this stack cost me £18. So those 2 books, those CDs, and this stack here cost me £18. All of that. Look at that. Which is basically like the first 8 series of CSI, I think. Series 1. I mean, they're all out of order here. They're not in order at all. But I've got like the first 8 series here of CSI. Season 2. Let me put these in order here. Season 1, Season 2. So there's that. We've got Season 5. That's Season 5. They come in 2 parts. So, I mean, these are TV series. I mean, that one's sealed. That's fucking sealed. And I have checked all over these discs. They're all fine. They're all like brand new. Season 4. That's Season 7. It's all over the place. Season 5. Season 4. Yeah. So the first 8 seasons, I think it is. Yeah, first 8 seasons. Oh, no. Sorry. The first 10 seasons. I've just seen. Got season 9. Season 10. Like, somebody must have just got a subscription to Amazon. That's a film, CSI Grave Danger. So, 10 seasons of CSI. Plus those 2 books and all those CDs for £18. Wow. Now, and this was split over, I think, 2 charity shops. This next one was one charity. Well, it actually was 2 charity shops. But I've condensed them into the same bag. So the first charity, the last charity shop I went into, basically gave me this bag for life and said, you can fill that with whatever you want for £7. I started to fill it. I just with what I wanted though. And then the other charity shop, it was basically like £4 or something. All in all, it was 12 quid. So this bag here contains films and TV shows for 12 quid. And I'll just quickly show you because I think I got a bloody good bargain. Considering what I got here. Remember, that was £35 for the one film. The viewing hours between what I've already shown you far exceeds the 2-hour runtime of Dante's Peak. And like the extra hour for the documentary, the extra couple of hours for the commentary. Like, this is going to be nuts now. What came in here was season 9 of The Simpsons. Now, I thought I didn't have this, but I already do, so that's just now spare. This literally cost me pennies. Brand new mint. Series Simpson 9. Unbelievable. Got 3 Men and a Little Baby and a Little Lady duo pack. Mint. Brand new. All of this stuff, by the way, there's nothing wrong with the discs. They're all brand new discs. The only thing I would ever say about some of these, like, brand new, man, is the covers on some are a little bit sketch, you know? But that is it. I tell you, I am super happy about this haul. We also got some Blu-rays. These are the Blu-rays I got. I got a picture-perfect calibration, which was sealed. We got Mamma Mia the Musical, right? All of this stuff I want, though. I handpicked it all out. Galaxy Quest, Creed, Sherlock Holmes. They're all the Blu-rays. The rest are DVDs now. Unbelievable, man. I haven't even counted how many there are. I'll do that. Actually, no. I'll do it after the video when I'm editing it, and I'll put the number up here. Vanilla Sky, that's okay. I like that. Trains, Planes, and Automobiles, I like that. Stigmata, I like that. A Star is Born, that's quite recent. That's like 2017? Analyze That. Like, yeah, I'm just gonna quickly. I'm not really showing you everything. I just want to show you actually that I got them. You know, like I don't really want to be showing you every single title in this bag because I don't know how many there are, but there's fucking loads on all of these films. Like, yeah, they're available on 4K. Not all of them though. Some of them are not available on 4K yet, and some of them are available on Blu-ray. But let me let you in now, while I'm doing this, to the secret of why I can enjoy a DVD at exactly the same rate as a 4K. And that is because that is like 20 quid on eBay. That's because I don't just rely on my telly for the display. Kill Bill Volume 1 and 2. I know that's coming to 4K as the double cut. I invested money into a really good Blu-ray player. It's like the UB 800 something. I can't remember the number. And it has a really good scaler. This is 3 films. This is a 3-film pack, if you can see it. John Q, I love that film. Love it. I do like Denzel Washington. But it has a really good scaler on board. And it upscales DVDs, British DVDs, to look like Blu-rays. Because on the Blu-ray player, there's a profile that I have set, and I have tweaked the player to upscale DVDs to look really good. As well as my TV settings, I've got a profile just for, you know, DVD content, and it gets the best out of these DVDs. Like, once I go through this little section here, I'll Blazing Saddles, man. I'll show some footage here of DVD on my 4K telly. There's nothing wrong with it. Oh, man. More CSI. I got more CSI, guys. I don't know where to put these. We got CSI New York. I'm running out of room. I'll put them back in the bag. We get CSI Miami. CSI Miami. Again, all of this cost me 35 quid. No joke. I have the receipts to prove it. We got that. That's leaning like the Tower of Pisa. Shark Tale, I do like that film. Team America. Fuck yeah. Look Who's Talking 1, 2, and 3. Again, mint copies. 3 series of The In-Betweeners. This is funny as fuck if you're into raunchy comedy. The Green Mile, guys. Double discer. Ghost. Now this one, this is the outlier. I gotta talk about this one. I actually do want the 4K of this one. The reason being is because the extras on it are a lot better. And this doesn't, I think, have any, it doesn't mention any audio commentary on the back here. My disc is sweating here. It doesn't mention any audio commentary. I haven't put this in the player yet to see, but I don't think this has any extras on it. So I probably will upgrade that to 4K because it has the extras, you know. I do like me extras. So if it has extras on it, I will get it. But got a Christmas film in there as well. Haven't got that one yet. Or I have now. I haven't seen that yet. That's a blind purchase for me because I've yet to see it. But I do like Yellowstone, so I have good feelings about that. The sequel to Mamma Mia. So the first one on Blu-ray, second one on DVD. They both look the same on my setup. Honestly, DVDs look like Blu-rays. Like, I can enjoy this film just as much as I can enjoy a Blu-ray film. And that one, I was psyched about that because I do like this. Another raunchy comedy. I don't know how many films there are here, but you do because I've put the number on the screen already. And all of these, DVD, Blu-rays, CDs, books, I got for 35 quid from a charity shop. The guy gave me this bag for life and said, fill it up with DVDs and you can have it for 7 quid. And you know why he said that? He had 5 shelves worth of DVDs plus another room full of DVDs, which he let me go through. And that's where I found all the CSI. He didn't have it on the shelf. And I'll tell you this now, the reason is because everybody's ditching their DVDs. I am cleaning up. I don't care if I'm watching Sherlock Holmes on Blu-ray, 4K, or DVD. The reason is because the film hasn't changed. The film is exactly the same cuts, the same quality with the setup I've got. So I'll get the cheapest one, because if I get the cheaper one, then I can spend more money on films. But the problem is, I will miss out. Like, I know this. Like, I've got Shakespeare in Love here. I've not seen this film, but it has got some bonus features, which, in all honesty, I thought this was a part of the Universal Collector's set. I think it might be. Have I already got it? I don't know where my phone is. Hang on a second. No, it's not. It's not part of the Universal Collector set. But you would think it would be, though, because it's got a lot of extras indicative. But yeah, it's not a part of it. But if the Blu-ray or the 4K has different extras or more extras, I will miss out on that. Because I'm not going to upgrade this unless the transfer is wank. If the transfer is shit, then I will upgrade to Blu-ray. But I have a feeling this looks like a re-release. So this is like a reissue. This isn't like the original. I mean, it's a legit copy, but it's not the original release of this film. Like, I remember the cover looking a lot different. So I have a feeling that this might be a reprint. So when they went to go make the 4K, they would have rescanned the negatives, and they would have reissued out the DVD and the Blu-ray based on the new 4K scan. And if that's the case, this will look different to, you know, the original DVD that came out, which may look worse. Or this may be the original, and it may look worse than the 4K. And if that is the case, then yes, I will buy the 4K. But if not, and I'm happy with that, done. Like, I'm keeping it. Done. Dusted. That's it. Done. We're going out. Like, I am super happy with this. This would have taken, if I was to buy these on 4K, this would have taken me 10 years. I got this all in a month. All in a single month. You know? Different charity shops, but a single month. Obviously, this whole experiment cost me, like, you know, well, actually, didn't cost me anything because I used my YouTube money. So, £70 for one copy of Dante's Peak, and then however many films I got here. 70 quid. Thank you very much, YouTube. You know, I really do appreciate that. But it took like a couple of months. You know, it wasn't fast, you know. But yeah, I definitely will be not buying as many 4Ks and definitely looking in more charity shops, because the quality of the discs here is absolutely fine. They all are brand new. And there's only so many films I'm looking for. And once I find them, that's it. I'm done. So I'll be taking my lists, going out to charity shops. Have you got this? Have you got that? I'll take it. They'll probably sell it to me like 50p, because everybody's on the 4K bandwagon. Everybody wants the Blu-ray. Nobody wants the DVD anymore, even though it's still the best-selling format. I fear that it's soon going to get overtaken by Blu-ray and 4K. But if you're happy still watching DVD and buying DVD, mate, this is your time to shine. You are going to be able to clean up with some really awesome, you know, grabs. Like, these are quite rare now. These are really hard to come by. And I tell you, they had all the seasons 1 to 9. It's just that I didn't get the others because I thought I didn't have this one. When it turns out I do, I'll probably give that away for a birthday present or something. So, yeah. Anyway, take what you will from this. The video's been gone on long enough. I will be doing a review comparison video on Dante's Peak. I know everybody's done this, but I haven't. So I'll be running through the DVD through my system with the 4K, and you can see the difference yourself. Thank you so much for watching this. Let me know if you've made it to this far. Put in the comments below, you are a physical media legend, and I'll know you got this far, and that you're hardcore, and that you're awesome. You know, and Arnie appreciates it too. So